Hi, and welcome to the Citizen channel. You're all staying safe and well. And one of our regular features, the Matchday home programme. Watch we have a look at through the City programme, see what's any good, read a couple of excerpts from it. It's not bad this week, actually. Yeah, you know me, I was a bit of a downer on it, but yeah, it's okay. I did put out, I wasn't over impressed with the covers we're coming up with this year. It is what it is. I mean, I like to see a little bit more. A lot of people like it, and it's simple. Of course, it is. It's very, very nice. But I don't know. I just want a little bit more in my covers. So that's how it is. That's going to be the season, if you like. So we won't be winning any awards in my programme Cover of the Year award. That's for sure. But it is what it is. As I say, it's a nice cover. I just want to see a little bit more. As I say, that in the Newcastle one a couple of weeks ago, I've checked that review out. I was quite impressed with that. Right, so let's have a look inside this one. It's, of course, for the Nottingham Forest game. City 6 in the City. City 6, Nottingham Forest 0. So not a bad game as it turned out. Good old Gundogan on the front cover there. Of course, 31st of August 2022. So the end of August, we're into September. Soon be Christmas. £4 for 84 pages. And this is available on subscription from www.reachsportshop.com. Yeah, Reach, they're into everything these days, aren't they, Reach? Not just these sort of things, but I think they do publishing, and I think they're involved with the Manchester Evening News. I assume it's all the same group, Reach. I might be wrong there, guys, but I'm assuming it is. Anyway, it's available from there. 26 issues for £97.50 here in the UK, £65 extra for if you're in the EU, and £80 for the rest of the world. And of course, it's also, if you do get problems, if you do get a missed delivery or something not arrived, they're very, very good at sending another copy out for you. So I did use the service last year. I can't quite afford £97.50 in one foul swoop this season, so I've let it go this year. But obviously, if I did have a problem last year, they sorted it out very quickly, so all credit to them. So Gundo on the cover, of course, and the usual things. We've got Pep inside. We've got player feature with Sergio Gomez. That's a nice little feature. Interesting stat on there, 5 goals scored and 3 were penalties. So perhaps we've got another guy who can perhaps hit the target from 12 yards for future reference with penalty shootouts, etc. So it's always nice to have a guy at least who'll step up and take him, confident enough to take him. Kevin Cummins, again, not really football related apart from the City of Nottingham. He looks photo shoot with a guy called Jake Bugg. Yeah, I had a quick scan. I have no idea who he is. I probably do know him in passing. And ironically, he's a Notts County fan, so that'll wind up the Notts Forest fans, Kevin. You've got a way to go, mate. But he did say that. He did apologise in the article to the Notts Forest fans, but he did say there was a Nottingham link, which is fair enough, however way you do it. Head-to-head was Mahrez against Jesse Lingard. I can't stand that guy. Mahrez pretty much batters him on all things head-to-head. But they are equal on shooting accuracy. Yeah, Mahrez, 231 shots and Lingard, 97, but they both got a 42% accuracy. So in other words, they both missed the target 58% of the time. So which way you look at it. X in the City, the wonderful, the fantastic Nicky Weaver. We'll go back to him in a moment. The quiz, City Kids, 2 pages of puzzles. So one of the kids at the match doing one of them while I was walking around the stadium. Dr. Gary James on some big City European night stuff. He's covered, of course, before, but always interesting. City Women, City Under-18s, the EDS, and, of course, Buzzer is also included. Yeah, double agents this week. Players who played for both, yeah, quite a good one to have, really. Alfie Haaland, Alfie. All he's in the double agents, and Matchmaker picks out 10 standout games for a player. And today it's Julian Alvarez, yeah, another goal scorer on the night. And his games obviously involve River Plate and Argentina. Perhaps if they waited another couple of issues, he could have stuck this one on last night's game on as well. That might have been one of his 10 standout games. He certainly played excellently well for his first full 90 minutes. And, of course, Big Blue, Mark McCarthy at Marc MMMAC. Obviously, the kits guy looks back at some early in his piece. Mainly, he looks back at some iconic early 70s kits and some of the legends that wore those kits as well. Before we had the old sponsors, just a nice badge in the middle and a badge in the corner, depending on what it was. But that's a great piece, as you'd expect from Marc. small section on Forest, and yeah, and I like this in a magazine. You know me, I don't shy away from bad things and do my horrible histories and stuff like that. And of course, it looks back at the last time we played them at our ground, not in the league, but it was an FA Cup back in 2009 where they beat us. They smacked us 3-0, so like a couple of pages spread with images, so that'll please the Forest fans. And it's nice to see a lot of clubs wouldn't put that in unless it's a positive. They wouldn't bother with something like that. They'd look for the positives in it and not the negatives. So all credit to City, I like that. And you were there that day at Eastlands. It was pretty embarrassing, wasn't it? Let's be fair about it. But it didn't bring back too many dark memories, and we forgive him. We forgive him now. And we go back to the Gomez interview. And I just wanted to pick out a little piece in this excerpt where he sort of talks. He talks about the Haaland influence on what he did joining Manchester City. So we can just find that now. Yeah, so I'll just read this little excerpt out from the Gomez part. Here we go. The name and chant of Sergio will undoubtedly be heard echoing around the Etihad for decades to come, and the legend of Vincent Kompany will long be remembered in the blue half of Manchester. But those two things came together perfectly last month as Pep Guardiola moved for another Sergio to strengthen the left-back position in the City squad. Sergio Gomez, a 21-year-old Spaniard, was a player in question, although his arrival in English football was a roundabout one involving plenty of air miles. Eventually, it led him to Anderlecht and a fateful meeting with Kompany, then in charge of the Belgian club, who first made the decision to convert the attacking left-sided midfielder into the left-back. Wonder where Vinny got that idea from, into left back. Then, more importantly, give Guardiola a glowing reference a year later when City came calling. Everything started with a call from Vincent Kompany, who you know very well. He told me he thought I could play as a left back last season. Recalled Gomez. When he told me, I was a bit surprised, but I saw him so convinced that his decision gave me confidence as well to bet on the project at Anderlecht. I'm very grateful to him for giving me the opportunity. Now I'm playing as a left back and I love it. Kompany learned a lot from Manchester City with Pep Guardiola to become a coach afterwards. He used to play a very offensive style at Anderlecht, so I could spend a long time attacking and providing goals and assists. So yeah, there you go. A typical Pep left back, and all thanks to Kompany for getting involved in that. And before we finish, we'll just have a look at X in the City and Nicky Weave. I just wanted to read this piece out because it's about his cartwheels. Yeah, he was asked about, can you still do the cartwheels? Oh, remember those cartwheels. They're not the greatest. They wouldn't have shamed Olga Korbut or Nadia Comaneci, would they? Wouldn't have put any pressure on her at the old Olympics. But they were good fun. We enjoyed watching them. So he was asked about it in this little piece, X in the City. He was asked, can you still do the cartwheels? City asked him. No, 2 broken wrists put paid to the cartwheels. And when we played Ipswich at Main Road, it was probably the best game I played for City. The fans were chanting my name at the end. And I didn't really know what to do. And for some daft reason, I did a couple of cartwheels. I did them for a few more games when we won them. Joe Royal told me I needed to cut them out. He's a miserable sod, Joe, isn't he? I had 5 operations on my knee. I must say my biggest achievement at City was coming back and playing most of the 2006-07 season because I'd virtually been written off. If I had my time again, there is no way I would have left City. I had 10 unbelievable years there, and I loved every minute of it. I just look back at my time with great memories and always with a smile on my face. And he gave us a little bit of a smile on our faces, Nick, with that with the old cartwheels as well. So there you go. Yeah, good magazine. Not bad this week. Good. Perhaps a better read than some weeks. It's always a better read if you don't have people like Danny Mills in it. It's got to be a bonus, hasn't it? So that is available. I think it should still be available from Reach. You can buy these from Reach individually as well. You don't have to subscribe. You can actually go onto the Reach site and actually buy these individually as well. You'd have to get your £97.50. I'm not going to be there at the Spurs game, so if I ask my lad to get me a programme, I'm waiting forever, so I might just order one from Reach because, as I say, I'll really want it before I see him for the next game, which I think is the Manchester derby. So that's a long time away that we'll meet up. He's not going to the Dortmund Champions League game, so I probably won't see him till that United game in early October. So I'll have to order one from Reach myself to make sure I've got one for the Spurs game, which I'm away in Greece this week, guys. So you probably know if you watch any of my other vlogs. Anyway, there you go, guys. Programme watch. Good programme watch. Good result. Good match. Great programme. Fantastic. So, till we meet again, let us know your comments. Let us know your comments, guys. Till we meet again, that's one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Bye for now.